Kim Kardashian's ambitious foray into scripted television has hit a wall of unrelenting criticism, with her latest project, the Hulu drama series All's Fair, being lambasted by reviewers as not just a flop, but a catastrophic misfire that has earned a humiliating 0% score on Rotten Tomatoes. This isn't merely a case of mixed reviews or a polarizing debut. It's a full-throated evisceration from the critical establishment, positioning the show as one of the most reviled premieres in recent memory. The series, which marks Kardashian's first major starring role in a narrative-driven program outside of her reality TV empire, promised to blend high-stakes legal intrigue with the glossy allure of Kardashian's personal brand. Instead, it has been decried as existentially terrible, a crime against television, and the worst drama to grace screens in years, leaving audiences and pundits alike questioning whether this was a bold pivot or a hubristic overreach. At its core, All's Fair follows the story of a savvy, cutthroat divorce attorney named Kate, played by none other than Kim Kardashian herself. Kate is portrayed as a powerhouse in the cutthroat world of family law, navigating messy breakups, custody battles, and the emotional wreckage of shattered marriages while maintaining an impeccable facade of glamour and resilience. The show, created by a team of writers with credits in prestige dramas, aimed to draw parallels to real-life legal titans like Laura Wasser, who has represented Kardashian in her own high-profile splits. With a supporting cast featuring seasoned actors such as Glenn Close as a mentor figure and emerging talents like Sarah Paulson in a recurring role, the production boasted a budget that screamed prestige, lavish sets in Los Angeles mimicking opulent law firms, designer wardrobes that could rival Kardashian's own closet, and a soundtrack curated by A-list composers to underscore the tension of courtroom showdowns and late-night strategy sessions. Yet, from the moment the pilot episode dropped on Hulu, the backlash was swift and merciless. Critics who tuned in expecting a soapy escape laced with Kardashian's signature charisma were met with dialogue that felt phoned in, plotlines that meandered without purpose, and a lead performance that many described as wooden and disconnected. One particularly scathing review from the New York Times called the series a glittering void, arguing that it encapsulated the emptiness at the heart of Kardashian's public persona, all surface, no substance. The publication went further, labeling it a crime against television for wasting the talents of its ensemble on what amounted to a 10-episode infomercial for lip kits and legal loopholes. This sentiment echoed across the board, with Variety dismissing it as existentially terrible, a phrase that has since become a viral meme on social media, spawning countless parodies and think pieces about the perils of celebrity vanity projects. The Rotten Tomatoes score, sitting at a stark 0% based on over 50 reviews, is not just a statistical anomaly, it's a symbolic gut punch. For context, even notoriously panned films like The Room or Birdemic managed to scrape together a handful of positive notices. All's Fair has none, with every critic weighing in negatively. The aggregation site's consensus reads like a eulogy. Kim Kardashian's dramatic debut is a masterclass in how not to translate reality TV bombast into scripted storytelling, overproduced, underfelt, and utterly devoid of charm. This dismal rating has fueled endless speculation about the behind-the-scenes dynamics. Insiders whisper that Kardashian, known for her iron-fisted control over her image, clashed repeatedly with showrunners over creative decisions, insisting on script changes that prioritized her beauty routines over character development. One anonymous writer reportedly told Deadline that scenes involving Kate's morning rituals, complete with product placements for Schemes and SKKN, felt like a hostage situation, where authentic emotional beats were sacrificed for shameless plugs. Delving deeper into the narrative flaws, the show's premise, a fierce female attorney dismantling patriarchal structures in divorce court, should have been ripe for empowerment anthems and witty takedowns. Instead, episodes unfold like a checklist of clichés: the rival male lawyer who's secretly smitten, the quirky paralegal sidekick dispensing fortune cookie wisdom, and the inevitable scandal involving a client's affair that mirrors Kate's own unresolved daddy issues. Reviewers have pointed out that while the visuals are undeniably stunning, cinematography that bathes every conference room in golden hour light, the pacing is glacial, with subplots dragging on for entire episodes without payoff. A particularly egregious example comes in episode 3, where Kate spends 20 minutes debating whether to wear a red power suit or a nude one to a deposition, a sequence that The Guardian dubbed the Emperor's New Clothes of Television, expensively tailored tedium. Kardashian's performance has borne the brunt of the ire, with many questioning whether she's simply miscast or if the role was ill-conceived from the start. Her delivery, often monotone and reliant on wide-eyed stares and pursed lips, has been compared unfavorably to her more natural turns in reality confessionals. "It's like watching a mannequin come to life but only halfway," quipped The Hollywood Reporter, suggesting that the show's failure to capitalize on Kardashian's real-life vulnerability, think her raw post-divorce interviews, doomed it to artifice. Defenders, a small but vocal minority on fan forums, argue that the criticism is tinged with misogyny and classism, targeting a woman who's built an empire on unapologetic femininity. They point to moments where Kardashian's innate poise shines through, like a closing argument scene where her steely gaze conveys quiet fury. But even these fans admit the writing lets her down, with lines like, "In love as in law, the house always wins," landing with all the subtlety of a prenup clause. The broader implications for Kardashian's career are staggering. Having parlayed her reality fame into beauty lines, shapewear revolutions, and even a law studies arc that captivated viewers, this stumble could signal the limits of her star power in scripted realms. Hulu, already navigating a crowded streaming landscape, faces the unenviable task of promoting a show that's become a punchline. Marketing campaigns, which leaned heavily on Kardashian's Instagram clout, teaser clips racking up millions of views, now feel like false advertising. Social media buzz, initially hyped by Kardashian's 360 million followers, has soured into memes and cancellation threats, with #AllsFairFail trending worldwide. Competitors like Netflix, fresh off hits like The Diplomat, are reportedly circling, poaching talent disillusioned by the experience. Yet, in true Kardashian fashion, there's already talk of spin-offs and redemption arcs. Sources close to the production hint at a second season greenlit under the radar, with Kardashian vowing to course-correct by hiring sensitivity readers and dialogue coaches. Whether this is resilience or denial remains to be seen. For now, All's Fair stands as a cautionary tale. In the Game of Thrones that is Hollywood, even billion-dollar brands can lose spectacularly. As one critic pithily put it, the only fair thing about All's Fair is how evenly it distributes its awfulness. With the finale looming, viewers, drawn more by schadenfreude than curiosity,